Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Professionals Pulse. I'm Farida Musaddi, the co founder and CEO of Alphateh Technologies Dubai. Alphateh Technology operates as a technology consultancy. We encompass a broad spectrum of IT services such as custom software, applications, data analytics, artificial intelligence, automation, data centers, business consultancy services, resource outsourcing, and much more. But today, what are we going to talk about? Well, something which is really interesting. So, in this episode, we dive into the compelling exploration of the influential roles women play in the global economy. The topic sheds light on the remarkable story of a female entrepreneur and leader who is driving economic growth and fostering innovation across these diverse and dynamic regions. We will delve into the unique challenges she faced, the cultural and economic landscapes she navigates, and the groundbreaking successes which she has achieved. Through her journey, we aim to inspire, inform, and celebrate the power of women in international business, showcasing how they are not only bridging borders but also shaping the future for the global commerce. So, let me welcome on stage Ambassador Adeshola. Welcome to the Professionals Pulse, ma'am. It's
Thank
so
you
great
very
to have you
much.
here.
Thank you so much, Farida. It's my great pleasure to be here. And I'm very much happy to be on your show today. First time to be on your show. And I see this as a huge privilege to, to have the opportunity to meet you, know your community, your platform, your company, what you do, and also to let people know more about me as well. So thank you very much for having me. My pleasure, please.
The pleasure is all ours. And as I was, speaking to you backstage, your story, when I was reading about it, really inspiring. I'm going to let the viewers also know about your entire journey. You're truly an inspiration, all that you have achieved. So I'm looking forward to having this amazing conversation with you today.
Absolutely. Let's do this.
So, Ambassador Adeshola, she hails from Nigeria and she's a devoted mother and a diligent businesswoman. Her passion for entrepreneurial excellence drives her to seek out and support women across Africa and beyond who achieve remarkable success with minimal assistance. A trained accountant with over 10 years of banking experience in Nigeria, Adeshola is the founder of Ladies in Business magazine Global. This innovative publication stands out for its creative, colorful, and inspiring content, offering freelance opportunities and promoting young female business owners worldwide. The magazine provides platforms for these women to be seen, heard, and recognized. She also initiated the SHE Awards Global in 2019, expanding it from Nigeria to a global stage. The awards celebrate and reward female entrepreneurs and professionals worldwide with ceremonies held in the UAE, Turkey, Ghana, and Paris. She also spearheads the Business Innovation Academy in collaboration with the Business Research and Development in the UK. This academy equips aspiring entrepreneurs with essential tools and certifications, ensuring their success in a competitive business environment. As a founder of Africa Change Movement in the UAE, Ambassador Adeshola established a platform to support Africans, particularly young, vulnerable women who are facing challenges such as sex trafficking and modern slavery. This initiative includes various programs like skill acquisition, business training, legal assistance, and funding support. She also initiated the Miss Africa in UAE contest. She is the convener of the Nigeria Independence Day celebration in the UAE, showcasing Nigerian culture, fashion, food, music, and much more. This event also marked the launch of Miss Nigeria UAE 2023, reflecting her dedication to promoting a positive image of Nigeria. Ambassador Adeshola is a determined and principled advocate for female entrepreneurship, both in Nigeria and internationally. She relentlessly works to ensure that female entrepreneurs and unsung heroes are recognized globally. Based in Lagos, Nigeria, and Dubai, UAE, she continues to champion the cause of women with unwavering tenacity. Once again, it's an honor to have you here with us today and to hear so much about your inspiring journey, all that you are doing for women entrepreneurs across the world. Really, I mean, it touches our heart.
Thank you so much. I'm very, very happy. Like I say, like I used to say to people, let's do what we can while we can. Time awaits no one. So when you are in a place or in a time and season, because time and season happens to everything. So there may be time for you to do some certain things, and at the same time, there will not be time anymore. So we just have to make hay while the sun shines. So that's part of my philosophy.
That's so true. That's so true. So, to start with, what were some of the unique challenges that women face in international business within the African and the Arab regions, and how do these challenges differ from other parts of the world?
Yeah, it's a huge thing that the women has been facing. Before I left Nigeria to Dubai, I thought that it's just an African thing. But upon arriving in Dubai in the UAE, I realized that it's actually the same thing. And not only that, I realized that Africa and the Arab, we kind of have some lots of similarities in culture, in food, in tradition, religion, what have
Okay.
you. And I think that has really helped me in a huge way to quickly find my way to, to thrive in the United Arab Emirates. So I found it very easy, just like home for me. So talking about the challenges is what I see everywhere. It's the same thing everywhere that women are facing when it comes to business, when it comes to family, when it comes to politics, when it comes to government, when it comes to all sectors of life. And that brought me to the fact that, you know what, we just have to do what we have to do, like I said the other time. So this motion has really helped me to, have this passion to drive and support and do anything and everything that has to do with women, and especially women from Africa and the Arab region. I mean, I'm from Africa, so I can tell so much about where I come from. So getting
Absolutely.
to the Arab region now, I studied them over the years. I've been in Dubai for about 6 years now. Very short years, but I can tell you, I've been able to know so much about them. And like I said the other time, it has given me the privilege to quickly, dive within the people. I was able to understand their culture, what they do, what they love, their food, how they can actually, embrace people with the religion. In fact, to the extent that some people are actually thinking I'm a Muslim. I'm not a Muslim. I'm a Christian. But again, it's not about religion. It's not about your color, whether you're black, whether you're white. It's about humanity that we're talking about here. So it doesn't matter where you come from or whom you are, right? So I was able to discover that. And with that, I decided to, join lots of platform in the United Arab Emirates, uh, platform for women, government platforms also, which has really able to make me to have a deeper engagement with the people. And There by then, with my magazine publication, I was able to thrive. But again, one thing that I used to tell people, whatever you find yourself, whatever you want to do, make a proper research first of the people.
Correct.
Thereby, you'll be able to understand them. And afterwards, you'll be able to relate with them. That is number one. Then number two, patience is very, very important. You don't have to be in a haste to get to do things. It's not going to be easy, but for the fact that you're ready and willing and have the passion to to be with these people, it's something that is going to be an open arms for you. Like, I mean, I can
Absolutely.
testify to that. I've had lots of open arms, open doors for me in the United Arab Emirates with this. And another thing I'm going to talk about is that always come with an open mind. Don't come for the honey. I'm going to say this. Some people always want to come to take, always want to take, take, take. No. Sometimes you come to the place of service.
Correct.
That way, you will be relevant, you will be recognized, and you'll be seeing that, oh, who is this person? What's he or she all about? Oh, can we get to know more about this person? All the strategies are the things I was able to put in place. And I was like you know, uh, a discovery for people. Like, we want to know more about you, where you come from, and what you do. And being the fact that where I come from, I don't want to say I'm at disadvantage. I'm Black, I'm a woman, and I'm from Nigeria. Three factors kind of affecting me, upon getting to the United Arab Emirates. But again, I did not let that debar me. Rather, I
Absolutely.
turned it around at to my advantage. Thereby,
Correct.
I started dressing like an African woman, because that is the way I can identify myself, that people can identify with me. I don't want to throw
Absolutely.
away my culture. I don't want to throw away my religion or whatever I'm doing. But at the same time, I want to relate with you. I want to resonate with you. I want to come in conclusion and in engagement with you. So I was able to mix this both my African culture with the Arab thing. I was able to mix it together, and it's really, really paved way for me. So I wasn't coming that I want to take. I was coming that I want to give,
Give.
and that
Absolutely.
opens the platform for me again. Which I'm going to end by saying that that collaboration is key. Though
I
you have
completely agree.
Exactly. So you have to look at the kind of collaboration you have to do. Some collaboration can make you, some collaboration can mark you. You have to
Correct.
watch the community, the platform, the friends, the people you're mingling yourself with, so that it doesn't tarnish your image or whatever you're trying to achieve. So that is very key also. So I was able to have a huge collaboration, and engagement with the people, and that has been my huge success stories, and the rest has been history.
And I think one very important thing that you said was that you made your identity stand out, and that is what set you apart. Many a times I think that is what people do. They kind of mix with the crowd because they don't want to stand out, or they feel that if they would stand out, somehow all eyes would be on them and that would be a disadvantage. So a very valid thing that you said, that when you create your own identity, that's when others respect you because you have
You
stood by your
embrace it.
identity.
You don't only create it, you embrace your identity. You own it.
Absolutely.
When you own
Exactly.
it, that is the key for you. Yeah.
And another thing about the magazine that you started. So, could you tell us a little bit more about this magazine, or what kind of coverage does it offer? What kind of articles do we have to read?
Yes. I think I'm going to start from what actually motivates me to start the magazine in the first place. Like you read in my profile, I'm a banker, I'm working in the bank. So But when I was working in the bank, I wasn't feeling myself. I felt that there is so much more that I can do, that I can deliver outside these four walls. You understand? So I left the banking industry. I started doing event business. And when on several occasions, seminars, conferences that I've been attending, I've been seeing a lot of women, doing wonderfully well for themselves. And I said to myself, who is showcasing all these women? They are trying so hard. And it's not that they are not putting in their effort. I said, let's have a platform for all these women, for them to be seen, heard, and recognized. Do they have to wait for Forbes to push them out someday?
Absolutely.
And sometimes that may never come. So I said, can we have Ladies in Business magazine? And I started making my research. Yes, I was able to find so many magazines for women, but I said, no, we have all these ladies coming up. The women, she's here, she's made, done, arrived, already there. But we have the set of people coming up, trying to find their balance, to know the cliche, to know how they can be this other woman. Let's help them to bridge in that gap so that eventually they'll be able to be this already made, woman. And that was how I was able to set up Ladies in Business magazine. And there is no any other magazine meant for ladies, like strictly for ladies, young female entrepreneurs all over the world coming up. We have lots of segments in the magazine that they can inspire them to read about success stories, the struggle stories of other women, to let them know that, hey, you can be me, I can be you. There is nothing different. All you
Correct.
can do, you just have to do what you're passionate about. We have different segments. We talk about fashion, we talk about
Okay.
health, we talk about marriage, we talk about education, of course, we talk about technology, we talk about every aspect of women that affects them to have that balance so that they can have that balance eventually and become that, you know, great woman they are achieving or dreaming to be. So, I mean, I'm a victim of the magazine as well because I want to be seen in Abraham Maslow's hierarchy of human one. He talked about self-esteem, right?
Correct.
You may have money, you may have power and all that, but if you don't have that self-esteem, it's like it's nothing. And I can remember the first magazine edition for the first cover page, and I held it into my hands and I was like, wow, this is happening. And the lady that I featured on the magazine was like, wow, is this me? So that has inspired them to do more, to let them know that they can actually be more. You understand me?
Absolutely.
And this is all what we need. Just that little push to
Push.
achieve the certain level that we are all looking for in life. And so many people don't have the opportunity to have that push. If they can have that same push, the sky will be their starting point. So that is the genesis of the magazine. I started it in Nigeria 2018. And I get to Dubai, like I said, the same has been the story. The women there, some are feeling that, oh, I'm not ripe enough for this. Oh, I'm not ready for this. Oh, can I ever be on a magazine cover? Is it ever possible? I said, yes, it is possible. It's not until when you have achieved the whole conglomerate of huge skyrocket high rise that we can say you have arrived. No, like I used to say, success is different for individual. Your
Everyone.
measurement of success may be different
Correct.
from mine. What you
Yes.
have to be success may be different from mine. So why do we have to put a certain stereotype of what success should be in life for people, and especially for women? This is my motive, and that is the essence of Leadership Business
Wow.
Magazine.
Wow. Really. I think when the founder has such great inspirational thoughts, of course, the content, and I would love to, read the content after the episode, definitely explore
Absolutely,
the
absolutely,
magazine. Definitely.
absolutely,
So,
absolutely.
could you share the success stories of some of the women entrepreneurs whom you have met alongside in your journey and who have made a significant impact in this international trade, also between Africa and the Arab world?
Yeah, thank you very much. My success stories has been, like I said, from my experience. I realized that there's this huge gap between Africa and the Arab region. And that was why, again, in my journey, I'm a very inquisitive person. where something is not available, I love to make it available, right? I love to be the pioneer. I love to set the pace. I love to do something fresh, new, especially when there is a need for it. When there is crucial, important gap, we have to fill it up. So I found out that there is this gap between the Africa and the Arab region, especially for the women. And I said, do we have a chamber at all? I realized that there is no chamber. And that was how, just last year, I found the African Arab Women Chamber of Commerce. And this
Oh,
Chamber of Commerce is meant to bridge the gap between the African women and the Arab women. And that has really helped me a lot. For the fact that I'm from Africa, I've studied and I know about Africa, and I've studied about the Arab women as well. I know how and where to bridge it in. And therefore, I created that platform, and from this platform, we're able to, create networking platform, to create trade and investment, to have
okay.
a market access between both regions, and to have a capacity building. Even back in the days, Africa and Arab has been in trade for a long time. It's not a new thing. You understand? It's just
Yes.
that somehow modernization, the Western world has kind of come in between to intrude the whole thing, and it has break the barriers, and everything, just went sideways. So it's now high time that we, like I said, we are here at this point in time. Let's do what we can while we can to navigate and make this happen for ourselves again, right? So through this platform of this chamber, we're able to build a capacity building for the women, and continue to make the advocacy for African Arab women also, and also to create a business support for both regions. I have a platform for women in the group, a WhatsApp group, and also LinkedIn group. Lots of
Okay.
women from the Africa, actually not even only from Africa at the moment, even from the Western world, from Europe, right? They are on the group. They've been navigating, collaborating, supporting, and be doing bilateral trade with each other. I don't even know so many businesses that have been closed behind doors, right? But I'm glad I was able to do that, because this is what we need. This is what we have to do. I don't know what's in your country that is needed in my country, that I can supply you, that you can
Correct.
supply me. I mean, to
That's
have
what bridging the
impact.
gaps. Yes.
Absolutely. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what we are doing. So overall, the African Arab Chamber Women, we strive to provide the members range of opportunities that empowers them to grow their businesses, to expand their network, and contribute to the economic development of their respective region at the end of the day.
Okay, wonderful. I think I had seen it on your LinkedIn page about the Chamber of Commerce, the Africa Arab Chamber of Commerce, and I think that's a wonderful initiative to bridge that gap and to identify and to network and bring them all together through this proper channel. I think that's a wonderful idea.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And as we are talking about this, you know somewhere that you mentioned that uh, people come from different cultures, from different society, from different ways of thinking. So how does these cultural and these societal norms between the African and the Arab countries influence this collaboration or the international ways of working? How do they connect? How do they come together on the same page, on the same platform?
Yeah. You see, like I said, we already have both lots of things in common. So why not put it together? So why not make it happen? Right. I mean, why do wait? You understand me? I went to Algeria recently, last month, for an Africa investment platform. And again, I said to myself, this is what Africa and Arab region needs to do. Because
Correct.
for every typical African and Arab region, you always find them is that they will speak Arabic, or they are Muslims, or they are, how do we call it? Like there is always something in common. Like I was just like, oh my God, Algeria is just like Dubai, like it's just my country. Like I didn't find it different. You understand? That alone is enough for us to stand on to say that let's collaborate and be together and
Correct.
say we didn't do this. I'm not anti against the Western world, but again, we are enough for ourselves, right? Yeah, we can do so much more within ourselves. We don't need an intervention or an intruder to come from somewhere to come and tell us how to do or behave within ourselves or how to treat ourselves. No, we are perfectly enough for ourselves to do whatever we want to do. We have the resources, we have the people, we have fantastic culture, we have wonderful religion. I mean, we're just in a total package of it. We don't need anything else. So why sitting on this gold and diamond and not making use of it perfectly for ourselves, right? We don't need someone else to come and teach us how to do it. So I think it's high time. And we women, I sat on the bench from the women's side because I believe we women have so much contribution to do when it comes to the economic development of both region. We have to have that supportive system for the men, for them to achieve this thing. It's not easy, but at the same time, we can do it on our own part also. So why not do it? We have the fork, we have the knife. Let's just start by it and eat.
I think that's a wonderful way of putting it together.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I'm so happy that God put me in this into this kind of region, being an African woman and being, extremely, a huge fan of the Arab region as well. Like, I mean, what's more to ask for? Yes.
I agree. I totally agree. Yes, and I think every country is capable and has all the resources. It's all about how everybody leverages them and uses them to their own advantage. And as you rightly said, collaborations. If you have healthy collaborations, I think that can bring out wonders when you work together and support each other, uplift each other, give each other that little push that is required to move ahead.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Um, so, from all of this conversation, of course, I know you are an ardent believer of networking and the mentorship. So, how important is networking or mentorship for women in international business? Uh, Again, I would not only say Africa and Arab, but let's say globally, because many a times people are not very clear of how they would be going international. Maybe they are flourishing or they are doing good within their own country, but now they want to go to the next level. So how these networking events or these mentorship programs help them?
Well, it's really, really, it's going to be like a skyrocket thing if anyone can, allow themselves to grow. From my experience, like I used to say, take your local business to the global level. Why local when you can actually go global? I've done
Absolutely.
that. I've been there. And the experience has been wonderful for me. And again, who told you that expanding your business to the global level is just for expansion's sake? No, it's actually part of business.
Correct.
From your local place to another region is business circle, is educating, is adventuring for you to know more about other people, what they do, what they love to do. And who told you that I mean, why putting yourself in a box when you can actually, expand to a higher level? Like I said, the same thing I said to myself when I have the magazine in Nigeria, seeing the acceptance, the huge, supportive that I got from my country. And though, because my daughter was schooling in the university in Dubai then, that was the first thing that got me to go to Dubai. Yeah. And but upon getting to Dubai, I said, why not start what I'm doing back home in Nigeria? And that was how I started the magazine. So I'm going to say networking, looking and getting a very perfect platform to network, to connect, to engage with like-minded people. It is very, very important. Be on good social media platform. Okay, let me say this testimony again. I went to Algeria last month. The host invited me on all
Okay.
expense paid trip. Right. Why? I mean, I've never seen him before. We've never had conversation of anything. I met him on LinkedIn. He just told me he's been watching me for the past 2 years, and he realized that I'm a very serious person. And from what I've been doing, that he's very much interested in me, that what I'm doing is very, good for the women. And he said, therefore, I'm going to invite you to come to my country. That is just one out of so many other things. Like I used to say, when you prepare, position yourself properly to
Correct.
various platform or networking and engage with people properly for whatever you want people to see or perceive of you is actually what will be out there, right? Yeah, we can say that the social media, some fake it and do some nasty stuff, but in reality it's different, right? Yeah, but again, I say to myself, if you can make use of technology, I mean, we're using technology right now to do what we're
Absolutely.
doing. Make use of technology in the right, proper way, and you will achieve the results. That's what I've been doing, and it has really, really worked for me. I must confess that. I thank God it's not by my doing at the same time. But again, you just have to do what you have to do. It's not about you even being a woman now, being anybody, being a businessman, being whatever you're doing. You have to do the right thing. Doing the right thing will definitely fetch you the right result. And that starts with networking with right platform. And when you network with all those right platforms, you look for significant people that can actually influence, mentor you to do what you want to achieve. You look out for like-minded people in the same line of the kind of business that you are doing, that you can emulate and take advice from as role models. I have role models from different parts of the world for different things of my life. I have role model when it comes to marriage. I have role model when it comes to business. I have role model when it comes to education. I have role models when it comes to different aspects here. I mean, that is how I have been able to put that. I don't still put that, in a one basket. So if you can find a way to expand your mindset, yeah,
Correct.
to develop yourself, educate yourself, equip yourself, train yourself, network, have good mentors. All those things, definitely, the sky will be your beginning, I assure you.
Yeah, and that's very wonderfully put. Uh, Networking, mentorship really helps and goes a long way when you get in touch with people who are out there, who are doing so much, who act as an inspiration. So when you look up to them, there's so many ideas that you can get just by that one conversation that you have.
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. You can say that again because through networking, I must tell you, especially in Dubai, I've been able to connect to lots of ministers, presidents, senators, ambassadors. I mean, mention it. But again, you must have already been in a prepared place for
Yes.
you to be able to have a certain conversation with the president, right? You can just be in front of the president and be saying some nonsense things, right? Yeah. So you must have been able to develop and equip yourself ready for opportunities. Like they say, opportunities dance around those that is already on the dancing floor. If you're not available on that pedestrian, it can't come to you. So for you to be on that platform, you must have been ready-made, equipped and ready to go. So when it comes, it's just easy for you to grab it.
Yeah. And right now, when I'm talking to you, also, each of these things that you're mentioning, so inspiring. And the way you're putting it across, I can actually feel that inspiration that you set across to the women that you are mentoring or providing all of these collaborative opportunities for. So, yes, that's about it. That's the way mentorship works. That when you hear so many positive things, that you really feel that nothing is impossible. If one
Mm,
person can, then we all can do this as well. So I think that's
absolutely.
that's really wonderful.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Thank you.
And as we were mentioning, you mentioned about technology. So, what kind of digital tools or technology platforms, like you said, LinkedIn, of course, is a very wonderful platform for people to connect and associate in the professional world. What other tools or technologies are used for bridging that gap between international business in these regions?
Yeah, I mean, we all have been talking about AI, and there is nothing we can do about that. AI has come to stay. Though
Absolutely.
I don't want to say
Yes.
I'm old because my daughter has really my daughter has really been helping me with that. And that has actually opened my mindset again. Like, as you're growing as a business person, you have to continue to evolve with the modernization of whatever is coming. Though some things may not look good, but hey, if there's a way you can find a way to adapt to the good ones, please do. When it comes to technology, like I said all the time, I mean, we're using technology right now. I'm not with you, you're not with me, but here we are having this conversation. We can never take technology out of business. And right now, it has even become more easier through this AI platform that we are all talking about. It has been helping in branding, um, business development, optimization, business analysis, and what have you, customer care, everything in every aspect of business. So we all have what it takes now. There is no room for excuse for failure. You have all the tools necessary right now. And though, like I used to say, you have to find the ones that is very most good for your own kind of business. It's not
Correct.
everything that's for everybody, right? Yeah, like I said, you don't see advert for Lamborghini or Bentley. They already have their customers, right? Yeah. So, but
Correct.
again, they've walked the walk. They've paid their dues. They've done certain things to put their brand, their name, and their product in a certain place that is meant for certain people. So, therefore, you have to find out the niche of your kind of customers, your clients. Where are your customers' client? Your clients. Where is their base? I love LinkedIn so much when it comes to professionalism of my
Correct.
business, and especially when it comes to the international business trade that I'm doing, because on that platform you have lots of people from different parts of the world who are professional on that
Yes.
platform. Yes, Instagram is another platform also, but again, it depends on what you're doing. I'm on Instagram as well because of my magazine platform. This has to do with a lot of pictures. We showcase women. We talk about fashion. We talk about our children. We talk about parenting. We talk about everything that has to do with women. I mean, there is no way you would take women out of being looking good and flamboyant, and Instagram is good for that, right?
I agree. I
Instagram,
agree.
yes, when it comes to flashy, showing,
Yeah.
people things and what have you. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I discovered that and I said that okay, I can put Instagram by my side and LinkedIn by my side. On Facebook, I don't have my business on Facebook. I only have the community, the platform, because on
Okay.
Facebook you have a lot of people that can come together. It's good for community, communism, kind of environment. So I'm using Facebook when it comes to communism. So that is what I use that for. So all those things I've been able to discover for my kind of business. Same I used to tell people, look out for that thing that is yours, that belongs to you. You don't have to copy what every other person is saying. For me, I don't
Agree.
like copying. Yeah, but you can copy the right way, but don't copy to the extent that you're literally copying
You're
the look.
duplicating it.
You're duplicating. I think
Yeah.
that is too big. That doesn't make sense. That means you don't even have anything in your brain.
Yes.
Even though you want to copy, it's okay to have a good copy, but make it in a bigger way. That by the time the original is there, they will even think yours is the original, right? So copy wisely. So that's what I used to, tell people. Find that niche for yourself, whether it comes to platform, social media, networking, whatever. It's not everything that belongs to everybody. You have to find
Correct.
your own because that's where you can thrive. So talking about technology, it has come to say, like I said, and especially when it comes to AI, it has made work so perfect, so easier. We all have to find a way to implicate it and indicate it into our business, like I'm doing at the same time right now when it comes to content creation. But again, for our content in the magazine, we ensure that we get the content from the source because we want that first-hand, genuine, original experience, hearing from the horse's mouth. Like, for example, when it comes to okay, which segments now? Talking about we have segments for men also.
Okay.
The perception of men, of women in the magazine. It's not just all about the women because we want to hear from the opposite side, from the women, of how they perceive women in business, what they think or feel about women in business, or what are the things, the mistake we are making as women in business, or how we can balance in the men's world, or how the women can thrive, the women that are doing the kind of business that is in the men's world, like maybe construction or
Correct.
you understand, so how
The
such
male
women can
dominated streams, yes.
exactly male dominated environment, how such women can thrive in that kind of environment. So we have a segment for that also in the magazine. So we love to hear from people directly. We don't give content to content creators or content writers. No, I love to want to hear. We have legalities in business as well. I want to hear from a legal SME entrepreneur. What are the legal terms? What are the legal problems I can go through as a woman in business? Tell me what are my problems so that you can give me the solution when
Yeah.
in case such problem, happens to me. Yeah, talking about parenting, we take articles from women that are into children, that are parents, that are that have the first class experience on that, so that by the time our audience have to get the feedback from them, they can literally, tell them that, okay, this is it, this is what you have to do, this is what you can do. Also about fashion, we take the we get content, write articles from fashion designers who can tell you how to dress as a lady in business, what to wear on a Thursday, what to not wear on a Monday, what to wear on a weekend, what to wear for an occasion, all those things. So it has to be balanced. So I ensure that we get the articles direct from the source, not content to creators that can just, now there's Chat GPT and AI that can just generate content. No,
Correct.
I want it, yes. So I want a rooted, genuine, experienced professionals that
First-hand
on that
experience.
field, exactly, that can give us that article. So I mean, and I've been using, when it comes to pictures, of course, we use AI for some of our pictures as well, right? And when it comes to layout segments of the magazine, we'll be using technology with the graphic designer team. They'll be using AI to do so many other things, like it makes the job easier. And so technology is very important for women to learn. We have to learn more about it. We have to grow on it, to inculcate it into our business. There is no way we can do it. If not, we're going to fade out. We have to stay
Absolutely.
relevant. And staying relevant means consistent using of technology with various platforms. And that will be it for us.
Yes, I think everything that you said, I completely agree. When there's content which is coming directly from an AI generated bot, it's more of,
Yeah,
uh, something which is very regular or something. But this is where the first hand experience comes from, somebody who's been through it.
absolutely.
So it's more
Mhm.
genuine, and it connects to the audience when they read it,
Thank
because
you very
you
much.
realize that, yes, this is how it can
Mhm.
be in the real life,
Absolutely.
and you have been in that position, so you can
Absolutely.
relate better.
Absolutely. 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 Yes. Yes.
So, lastly, how can international business organizations and governments also collaborate to enhance opportunities for women in business, again, across these countries?
Yeah, thank God right now, like I said, we have woken up from both African region and Arab region. Government have been, they've been helping, and they've been collaborating with platforms of organizations as well, like maybe from the United Nations, and platform like ours also, where we already have all those women based in that group. So through those platforms of organized organization, that the government can actually come in to support the women, because it won't be easy for the government to just say, oh, how many women do we have in Africa, or how many women do we have in Africa? No. So it will be easier for them to collaborate and support already made on ground platform like the African Arab Women Chamber of Commerce and some other organizations that are already in place that are supporting the women in business globally, even from the urban and the rural areas, to to expand and support them in their business, and also to have to enable women to have access to finance, to loans, in order to develop their business. Women are always seen as the weaker vessel, or oh, they can't do this, or they can't be saying this. Like I used to say, it's the men's world. But I say, no, it's not the men's world.
Not anymore.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Unfortunately, there is no way the men can do without us, right? We are
Yes.
here today, and we are here together, and they have to give us that audience. And I really love and appreciate Dubai government for this. They've been literally putting this into work, making sure that women are aiding economic sectors, the government sectors, putting them in politics, helping them and supporting them to grow for businesses and what have you. This is what every other government in other countries should emulate. Also in Nigeria as well. Right now in my country, we have almost 10 to 15 women heading the banking industry as the bank CEO,
Oh,
women
wow.
CEO heading the banking industry, right? So, like I said, we are waking up now. They are waking up to women now, right? And the government have been doing, so many, involvements and engagements with women, stars and sectors and all that. So we are getting there. Like, actually, that's what I'm saying. Women, those of you that are still lacking it or slacking it, now is of time for you to wake up and do and make use of the opportunity available on table for us. Like, really, I tell you, women, we have this huge opportunity right now. No woman should be found slacking or to say, oh, I'm intimidated. No, 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 no. The ground has been opened for us. All we just have to do is just to, walk into it, position ourselves, and do what we have to do. The men has come to terms and agreement that yes, women can actually, we can be recently, last week or last month, I saw the first time female president in Mexico.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, in Tanzania, they have female presidents, right? So things are coming for us
Yeah.
as women. And Africa and the Arab region, definitely, we have started playing along also, making ourselves as an exemplary effort that we can make this thing happen for us. And
Correct.
as the government is trying to do this, let we women too embrace it and warm up to it and accept it and do what we have to do. Because I tell you, for every president, they go back home to meet their first lady, right? And say, ask, oh, sweetheart, what can I do about this thing? What do you think about this? Sometimes in their inner purpose. So that's why they said for every great man, there is a woman behind. For every great man, there is a woman behind also. So it's vice versa. So I would say government has really been extremely supportive from African side, though it's not enough, but they are trying, and they've been trying, and they have tried
Correct.
so
Yes.
much. Also
Yes.
in the Arab region, Saudi Arabia is open up right now for the women to start driving. They now have Miss Saudi. They are now into competition and doing fashion. I mean, Arab and Africa, we are not getting open, and this is what we're supposed to do. So, I mean, we're getting there.
It
I
is
mean,
changing. Yes. Yes.
yes,
Yes.
absolutely. Yeah.
So, once again, thank you so much for being today on this show, for inspiring us so much. All the women who are hearing this, I myself have been inspired throughout the conversation, all those small bits that you shared. So very inspiring and so lovely to connect with you, to meet you, and to hear this from you. So, thank you so much for being there with
Thank
us.
you. Thank you so much. And I'm so happy to have the opportunity to share all this with you. And I wish there's more time, but there's no time. I'm willing to come anytime once again if you want me.
Thank you. That'll be lovely. So,
Thank you.
thank you. Signing off. Thank you, everyone, for joining us on this amazing journey today about bridging borders with women in the international business between across Africa and the Arab regions. We hope that Ambassador Adeshola's story and all the stories and all the amazing thoughts that she's shared with us today have inspired each one of us. Her story of resilience, innovation, leadership, mentorship has inspired you, and again broadened your understanding of the pivotal roles which women play in the global economy. Until next time, let's keep bridging these borders and pushing the boundaries of what's possible. Thank you, everyone.
Namaste.